So let's look at radiation side and after effects, and you can see there are many. Permanent hair loss, cataracts, salivary ability to produce saliva, loss of tears, thyroid imbalances if radiation happens in the neck, bone growth decreases in children, decreased range of motion, the skin can be very burned. You have to be really careful of that. Make sure the person stays out of the sun. If the hypothalamic pituitary region is radiated, effects on any of the hormones that come from the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary, those of you who took XFIS2 know there's a lot of those. Bowel system, if the abdomen is radiated, so that could be for colon cancer, that could be for a reproductive cancer. And people are at risk of future cancers in areas that have been radiated. So if you had, say, cancer, I know someone who had childhood cancer, Hodgkin's lymphoma, as a teenager, and that was one of the ladies who developed colon cancer later on. She had had radiation in that area as a child. So here's another table from the Lost in Transition textbook from the Institute of Medicine. So this once again goes into all the detail about the side effects of radiation. So you can see there are very, very many. And, radiation, if you look at the very last one at the kidney, so impaired kidney function, and it can also lead to hypertension. So this is a very long list of side effects. Emotional after effects. Cancer is a very devastating disease. People go through the stages of grief, their anger, denial. They go through all those stages. Not surprisingly, they can become depressed. They can have anxiety. They're always going to, their life turns into going for scans to check for recurrences. They're always worried about risk of future cancers. Some people are left with pain and fatigue as a result of their treatments. They may worry about their body image, particularly if a body part has been altered, and also about their relationships, that because of their physical changes to the body. Practical after effects, difficulty working, chemo brain, difficulty concentrating. So, changes in relationships with coworkers or friends. People who have cancer are often off work for a very long period of time. They may be gone approximately a year. Problems getting health or life insurance coverage. We hope now with the full implementation of the Affordable Care Act, people can no longer be denied for pre-existing conditions. So, in the past, if you had breast cancer and you changed jobs and changed insurances, they would wait for a year to cover you. And so in that time, you can see where people are sitting on pins and needles worrying if cancer is going to recur. So, talking about the cancer, and as we talked about financial stressors, it's a very expensive disease, and people can be left financially devastated with many copays, even if they have good insurance. They may have employment discrimination, when they're looking for a job if someone finds out that they have cancer, but hopefully they don't have to disclose that.